High-profile court cases happening today, one with Radovan Krejcir and the other with Oscar Pistorius. He's due to appear in the High Court in Pretoria today for the setting down of an official date for his sentencing for murder. And for more on that, we now cross live to our reporter Chriselda Lewis, who's in Pretoria. Chriselda, very good morning to you. Can you confirm that the reports that have been coming out in the run-up to today that Oscar Pistorius had gone to hospital, and is he going to appear today?
Well, a very good morning to you, Peter. Well, Correctional Services did confirm to SABC News that Oscar Pistorius was admitted to hospital. They did not want to divulge the reasons why he was admitted there. All that they're willing to say is that he was not feeling well. We also got confirmation from the National Prosecuting Authority that Oscar Pistorius will be in court this morning. Of course, as you said, Peter, the proceedings are expected to be extremely short this morning, where an official date will be set down for the murder sentencing procedures. That, of course, will be between the 13th and the 17th of June. Of course, you must remember, Peter, how we got to this is when, after the Supreme Court of Appeal had ruled that Oscar Pistorius should have been found guilty of murder and not of culpable homicide. After he lost that, Oscar Pistorius went to the Constitutional Court, hoping that the highest court in the land will hear his matter on a constitutional basis. But of course, the Constitutional Court said that it would not hear the matter, as it felt that Oscar Pistorius would have little prospect of success in that court. So this morning we're expecting Oscar Pistorius to be at this court here this morning. Those proceedings will be very short for that official date to be set down. And of course, when proceedings do get underway between the 13th and the 17th of June, we will see both the state and Oscar Pistorius' lawyers, of course, want to argue in mitigation and aggravation of sentence. But Oscar Pistorius faces the prospect of about 15 years in jail.
So at this stage, really, the legal process has run its course, and all that's left is just to determine how long he should spend in jail.
That's 100% correct, Peter. What's expected, of course, to happen today is that this matter will be postponed, and then when we come back on the 13th of June, we will see, of course, both sides battle it out. On one side hoping to get lesser time for Oscar Pistorius, and of course the other side pushing for the minimum sentence for Oscar Pistorius in this particular matter. But of course at this stage, you know, in the many consultations that we've had with Reva Steenkamp's family, they're saying they're hoping that this matter can finally come to an end in that month of June, so that they too can get some closure. You would recall the exclusive interview that the SABC did with Reva Steenkamp's mother, June, where she indicated while it may never bring her daughter back, she's hoping that between the 7th and the 13th between the 7th and 13th of June, that finally this will all come to finality.
Oscar hasn't been seen in public for some time now, and when we were watching the trial, I mean, it was the biggest media frenzy that we've ever seen. Is there as much interest in this particular appearance today as we've seen in previous times?
Well, precisely, Peter. I think exactly for that reason, in that Oscar Pistorius has not been seen in public. And of course, in addition to the news that Oscar Pistorius had visited a hospital, everyone would want to see what his condition is at this stage. There had been much speculation about whether this court would be able to postpone the matter in absentia, but the National Prosecuting Authority had told us that, of course, they were not going to be able to do that, and that the accused needed to be at court. So that's when we got confirmation, of course, from the National Prosecuting Authority that he will be in court this morning, and everybody wanted to see how Oscar Pistorius is doing, perhaps try and field some questions, even though they don't get answered, about what perhaps him and his legal team feel about the upcoming sentencing for murder.
All right, and I suppose he's going to be represented by his celebrity lawyer, Barry Rue.
Well, that's right, Peter.
All right, so Chriselda, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed. We'll catch up with her a little bit later on, in fact, throughout the course of this program, and maybe with also a newsroom at 9 o'clock.